Do we live in a world of certain incontrovertible laws? Because if we do, then nothing and no one can break them, suspend them, or make entirely new ones based on the whims of fancy or chance. The law of gravity, the momentum of light, the properties of quantum mechanics, and the workings of the larger universe. They're all set in their frameworks as constants, and they can't be changed without fundamentally warping the very basis of reality as we know it, nullifying it into nothing more than the fever dream of a celestial dreamer moving on from one bleary vision to the next. So they're constants, and not even God can break them, or lift them, or suspend them, since He is the very definition of law. Their very source is eternal law, prime mover, and pure act. And for them to be able to be changed or done away with or replaced with others would be to contradict His very being and violate the very lawliness of God. God can't be made into a magician, and to do that only breaches the very rubrics that have been set in place from the very beginnings in systematic Christian theology, the patristics onward. God can't be a variant, reactionary being because once he is, he loses the godliness of his supreme beingness. God is the core of reality and the universe, not a happen buyer to it from the outside. Not that you could even have a happen buyer to reality and still make sense. You can't get out of universe. Remember that when you hear theologians and religious thinkers talking about the transcendent miraculousness and infinitely capable potency of God. There are just some things God cannot do, not just because they wouldn't make sense, making square circles or lifting a rock too heavy for himself to lift, but because God just can't existentially do them. God may or may not be personal. God may or may not be supernatural, whatever that means. But God can't be a magician and still be God. That's not in his playbook. Signing off.